Hey guys, it's Jessie. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video, and the first video I believe in my new uni flat. Sorry for the absence, I've just been getting everything sorted, kind of moving in, etc, etc, but bulk filming now, so hopefully there should be a decent amount of uploads this month. But we have a super fun update today to my No Pan Left Behind series, which I've just filmed the intro for before, and this is kind of one that's being updated kind of infrequently, just when I have progress to share with you guys. So basically this project, I have randomly generated 2 eyeshadow palettes, and in that I then have to use every shade in that palette once. It's a pretty simple project, but just kind of helping me kind of contribute to my goal of wanting to use more of my eyeshadow palettes more frequently. So yeah, that is basically what we're going to be updating today. Last time I rolled in the Beauty Bay New Romantic palette, and also the Pat McGrath, this is the Eye Ecstasy Sublime palette. So I have used both of these palettes a decent amount, and one of them will be rolling out, which is always super fun. And yeah, we're basically going to be randomly generating another one to roll in as well. So yeah, I really hope you guys do enjoy. Stick around if you like panning content. I will just say as well, not sure about this angle, etc, the lighting, because like I can put that one on, I don't think that helps at all, but like it's just a bit weird for me in my room. I'm in like kind of an attic room, so the windows are more like skylight, so it's a little bit awkward. But anyway, we're just going to get straight into it. So firstly, I probably will just talk about the palette that we're rolling out. As you probably guessed, it is the smaller one, and that is the Pat McGrath Eye Ecstasy Sublime palette. I had to look again. This only has 5 shades, so I don't have many pictures of looks for these palettes, but I do have one which I'll put on the screen here. I believe it's using this one and this one here, so the shade Sinful and Sextrovert, as well as a couple shades in my New Romantic palette. So anyway, this is what the palette looks like. Very dark for some reason in this lighting. It's not that dark of a palette. I'm going to put on a bit of a more orangey light, but you can kind of see that that's kind of the tone of the palette. I don't know why it's coming up so dark on camera, probably because the lighting's coming from above, but it's a nice kind of light gold shade here, mid-tone gold and darker gold, and then a kind of browny black shade and a red to gold duochrome. This one in the middle has also got a bit of a reddy flip as well, if you can see that. So yeah, I don't know what was up the lighting there. Anyway, yeah, this is the palette here, and we have used every single shade in here, so that's going to be the shade and the palette that we are rolling out. And then we have my Beauty Bay New Romantic palette, where I've used maybe a third of the shades. This one's like a bright red pinky palette, and I don't use these shades all too often. I am using quite a few of them in my look today. Again, not the best lighting, I know, I'm aware, I'm very sorry about that. It's kind of like a pinky look-ish type of thing. I will probably change location for my next video, but I hope it's not too awful. But yeah, you can see a basically pinky look on my eyes today. So I'll just take you through the shades that I have used. I've used Vanilla and Birthday, and then Lingerie as well in the top row. In the middle row, I've used Clarette and Smoothie here, and then I've just used the shades Muffin and Saddle on the bottom row. So we've still got a decent amount of usage to go in here, but I'm still excited to keep going with it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 shades left in this 20 shade palette, so we're nearly halfway. I definitely should be able to do it by next month. I feel like I could knock a bunch of these out into maybe 3 looks, especially these bottom shades. I definitely think I could kind of melt them into my everyday look, if that makes sense. I'm not wearing quite as much colourful eyeshadow as I'm back at uni, so I'm doing kind of not really any shimmers on the lid and only kind of neutrals, just because like I'm meeting new people, going to lectures and stuff like that. I don't want to be doing super dramatic eye makeup, but on days where I can, I will be kind of leaning towards this type of colour story, just because I want to be able to roll out this palette from the project. But yeah, overall I'm still very pleased that we managed to roll this one out. I also don't know if I mentioned, but I'm wearing this bottom shade here in my outer corner in the look today. But yeah, that is everything I believe I need to update you on, and now I'm going to just roll in another palette. So as I mentioned, I have just moved up to uni, which means I do have a smaller selection of eyeshadow palettes currently with me. I will be doing a video probably in a week or 2 about all of the palettes that I did bring and all of the makeup that I ended up bringing to uni with me, so you guys can see what I'm working with. But I will just pull out kind of, I've got my makeup down here, and I'm going to count my eyeshadow palettes that I'm not currently panning. I have 14 palettes currently with me that I'm not panning, and obviously I do have a couple more that are in other projects, but I'm not going to be including those just because I don't want to double up. I feel like that's kind of cheating, maybe a little bit, but yeah, that's basically what we're going to be doing, 1 to 14, and then whichever palette it lands on I'll have to use every single shade of. So 1 to 14 here, and I'm just going to randomize number 5. Okay, 5. Okay, maybe a little bit of a trickier one considering I am, as I was saying, I don't wear a lot of colours every day, but we have my Beauty Babe Midnight palette. This is a kind of nice kind of periwinkle blue palette. I do have a blue shade in my Pan Those eyeshadows, so it will be helpful. I can use definitely this in conjunction with that, but we have 9 shades in here, which is not too difficult actually. I mean, I'd much rather focus on a 9 shade palette than a 20 shade palette in projects like this. So we've got kind of a combination of 4 shimmers and 5 mattes, and this is what the palette looks like. I do love it. This is actually one of the palettes that I use the most outside of palettes I'm panning, just because I do, whenever I do a blue look, this is my favourite palette to reach for as kind of like a companion palette. The shimmers in here are stunning. Gleam especially is like such a sparkly shade. It is just like absolutely insanely shimmery, and I love it. So yeah, I definitely think I could probably whack this out in maybe 2 push 3 looks. So obviously, as I mentioned before, I will be focusing on pinkier looks when I'm not wearing makeup, but hopefully I can do a little bit of a blue because I do really like the way blue looks on me, and yeah, I'm excited to work on this one as well. So that is my update for this not really month, because I do these kind of whenever I have progress, but I'm still working on the New Romantic, and now we are rolling in the Midnights as well. I think maybe for next update I may have more progress and potentially be rolling out both. I'm not too sure. We will see how much makeup I do in the next month in the days when I'm not at uni. But yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like down below, hit subscribe and turn on the bell to join a little club, and make sure you turn on all notifications, then you'll be notified every single time I post a new video. If you watch one of my other videos, there'll be 2 on the screen now to pick from, as well as those linked up in the cards from earlier. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.